Hello, everybody. What's with this hair? Oh my god. Ah. Hello, everybody. All right. So, yesterday I saw Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay, finally. And these are the types of movies that fans want. Okay. They've been craving for a Deadpool Wolverine movie for years. And we finally got what we wanted as a fan base, right? For the MCU. But there are other movies that they're doing in the phase that to me just makes absolutely no sense. Um, I don't see the MCU currently as it was in the first three phases. It's completely different. I think what they do now is they give a lot of opportunities to people to do their own thing with movies, but they don't interconnect. And the biggest success, of course, is Deadpool and Wolverine. What's up, unknown? But then we're getting a lot of flops because there's a lot of stuff that they're making that is not necessarily for us, but for themselves. Okay. The Captain America movie. I'm all right. I'm just doing a live stream talking about comics, movies, entertainment, gaming. But the Captain America movie is not even really a Captain America movie. It's like, to me, in my opinion, they're not allowed to do a Hulk movie, but they're allowed to put Hulk in a movie, right? So they're not allowed to use the Hulk characters, but then they can put them in movies. So the Captain America movie is really an excuse to do a Hulk movie. Because look at the villain. The villain is the leader who creates the Red Hulk, right? And now you throw in Captain America type villains in there, but it's like a mixing bowl mishmash that doesn't taste well. Okay. Um, while I like Falcon as Falcon. I don't like him as Captain America. I don't know why he has to be Captain America. He doesn't know why he has to be Captain America. And then he became Captain America, but to me, he was never the type because Captain America isn't just about being a hero. He's also a leader. Like he's a leader of a team. He's a leader of the Avengers. Like he leads. He leads the country, whether it be by himself or as a hero leading other heroes. So Falcon was always like a friend, an assist, but to be on his own as Captain America, I never saw that, right? And when they did stuff in the comics, did some crazy stuff, which people did not enjoy their take on. They went a radical route with the Falcon being Captain America in the comics, where he announced that all took a stand, like the writer took a stand and said that all Republicans are evil and only Democrats are good, which is so utterly ridiculous. And this is how you alienate fans and you put them in categories. People don't like that. You're supposed to sell a comic book. You're supposed to be appealing to all the general audiences. So I don't think they're going to go that route with the movie. But to me, let's look at the trailer. I mean, we have Harrison Ford's taking over the role for um, the actor William Hurt that died, right? And um, he's the president of the United States, and he you didn't know, but I guess the character had a heart attack, and then he gets this thing from the leader where he becomes like a Hulk creature, which I never understood because he hated he was all about hunting the Hulk down, right? Thunderbolt Ross. So his daughter was in love with Bruce Banner. So like, why would you want to become a Hulk? So I never understood that in the comics, and I still don't, and I don't understand how it is now. because it's totally against what the character actually was interpreted to be, right? You have this other thing going on, the Serpent Society. Okay, Captain America dealt with that in the comics, but I feel that if you're going to do a Captain America movie, it should have been about the Falcon trying to find Steve Rogers or something to do connected with Steve Rogers, with the Falcon being Captain America and questioning why he chose him and all that other stuff. Um, I feel that this is all Hulk business and really has no place in a Captain America movie. And stuff about America being in charge of Captain America like this, you're getting too political, getting too stupid. Nobody really wanted this movie, you know? I think the only person that really wanted this movie was the actor who wanted his own movie. But, if you're going to do a movie for him, do it right. But it seems to me like they wasted all this money and they had reshoots, and it's just nobody. To me, as a huge, huge Marvel fan, I'm not drawn to this movie. I can miss it. And that's saying a lot. Just like there was things like back in the day, I would watch every single thing there is Marvel, but when they create stuff that I don't like, I really don't want to see it. So when they made Ms. Marvel and they made She-Hulk, not into that stuff. And they tried to make it like um you have to watch every single thing on Disney Plus before you watch the movies. And then as fans, we're like, okay, but then the writers, the directors, they were supposed to do the same thing. They were supposed to go by the same homework. And they didn't do that. Like Sam Raimi, who I love, did not do his homework watching WandaVision before he did Doctor Strange and the multiverse of madness. So it didn't make sense how I'm a huge Scarlet Witch fan and she's not completely Scarlet Witch because he didn't watch WandaVision and he didn't see the love of the Vision and Scarlet Witch and the children. He only looked at the cliff notes. So her becoming evil, and like, where was the whole point of Vision being the love of her life and she risked everything to restore him? Like, that wasn't even there. It was just the children. So he just, when he was almost done making it, he realized his mistake. And that's why I didn't completely love the Doctor Strange movies, because the writer didn't do his homework. The director didn't do his homework. You put out a character that you had no idea what their history is. And I've always been when it comes to the comic books that they have to know the history of the character before they write the character. I'm like a big on that. Like, as a writer, like, you know, if if Norman Osborn is the Green Goblin and kills Gwen Stacy, you can't have Peter Parker be friends with Norman Osborn. You can't have Peter Parker be hanging out with Norman Osborn. This is the guy, regardless, that killed your girlfriend. Like, that's just no. I don't care what the storyline is. It shouldn't be right at all. I mean, if you wanted to help him, but he shouldn't be working with him. Shouldn't be doing a suit for him. I don't agree with half these storylines that are out there. Even in the comics, they're like, Peter Parker tells Black Cat like Mary Jane's like a sister. No, she isn't. She's been your girlfriend and wife on and off for like decades. So that's kind of like a disrespect. And then anytime they have something where the character is unrecognizable, I don't like that either. So Captain America, I'm gonna watch it, of course, but I don't have any anticipation that is gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? So, um, well, Peter Parker doesn't do that type of thing. He doesn't lie to get with her. He could get, first of all, he could get with the Black Cat anytime without lying. Okay, because she's in love with him and he did love her. So, um, you know, he doesn't. Peter Parker's not like that. I mean, if there's one thing about he'll lie, okay, so protect his identity and stuff, but he doesn't need to do that with the Black Cat. They have such a history. He doesn't need to do any gimmicks to get with her. And I've read thousands and thousands and thousands of comics with it together, and I can tell you pretty much that I don't know why he even said that, but he doesn't need to do that to, you know. I'm not trying to say I'm an expert in Spider-Man, but I've read like thousands and thousands of comics with Spider-Man. I guess I am saying I'm somewhat of an expert because I'm a huge, huge Spider-Man fan, but you guys don't see that because I mostly talk about Doctor Who. But so we have Captain America. I think, judging by all movies I've seen and my podcast show, the Everything Show, I would judge that as going to fail. We also have Thunderbolts, which I'm not really crazy about that either. I really think it's too soon for Spider-Man 2 was like one of the best movie ever. I think that it's too soon for the Thunderbolts because the team sucks. The choices of the people in the team, they suck. Oh no, in case you didn't know, yeah, I do have to play the new Spider-Man 2. But the old Spider-Man 2, when I worked for GameStop, well, was it GameStop? No, EB Games. When I worked for EB Games, I was the #1 seller of Spider-Man 2 in the entire company. I won contests with Activision. I won contests with my company. And I actually played the movie. I played Spider-Man movie while selling Spider-Man 2 over and over and over and over again in the store. And I'm a huge Spider-Man fan stuff, but huge. And then they gave me a box of video games. I shared with my staff. They gave me money. I won contests when I was working for EB Games, Electronic Boutique. So I love doing that. That was a good time in my life. I used to love to go to conventions and stuff too every year. Then we went to Florida. I met Stan Lee. Went to Vegas. I kind of like Vegas from going there one time. Want to go back. But yes, I'm not a fan. I used to collect Ultimate Spider-Man, and the moment they killed off Peter Parker and replaced him with Miles Morales, that's when I stopped collecting that comic. And I do not like Miles Morales. And over the years, the creator of Miles Morales, when he was leaving, he basically said his intent that Miles Morales is supposed to be his own character. He's not supposed to be Spider-Man. He's supposed to be his own Spider-Man type, but not Spider-Man, right? And that was the wishes, and that's what he was going to do. He was staying with Marvel, and then he left. And Marvel was going to do that. They were looking for names they're going to call him, and then they decided, nah, let's just call him Spider-Man. And I think that's the problem with Marvel Comics is that they were trying to make it that anybody could be Spider-Man, which that's the politically correct statement, but not necessarily the right statement because not everyone can be Spider-Man. Like not everyone, because then these kids will be killed in the comics. Like so like just like Iron Man, no Ironheart, no. She was a 15-year-old girl that when they made comic book covers, they were like making all fancy like thing like she's hot or something. She's 15. So they had to change all the covers with Ironheart. And the people are like, you're not going to call her Iron Man, are you? And then they change, Ironheart. Yeah, that's the name. But those characters that were meant to try to be better than the main characters all failed. They didn't do well at all. And constantly those comics got canceled. Constantly. And Marvel was like, at one time, there's 3 Spider-Mans running around. There's Peter Parker. There was Superior on his own. And Miles Morales. And it's like, if you ever had a thing like, oh, who saved you, Spider-Man? You're like, which one? Just like Captain America. You had Steve Rogers, you had the Falcon, you had Bucky. How many Captain Americas you have? How many Hulks you gonna have? Like, why do you need to have multiple? Like, when you do too many characters that are the same, it gets boring, right? I remember there was a comic called Thor's, right? And it's like about all the doors in the multiverse. Like, they all have the fucking hammer. They're all powerful. It'd be boring. They'd be destroyed everybody. They'd be able to stop every type of villain there is. It's not, when they did the thing with the X-Men, and the X-Men could never die. That was it for me. And I'm like, well, now the X-Men never die and the villains never die. So why do I need to read it? Why do I need to read it at all? It's boring. Well, I didn't reveal this, but I stopped collecting comic books. You know, the issue is ultimately is that if you're, let me put that on. I'm not working, so I gotta watch my finances, right? And I make money from YouTube. So if it was up to me and I had an income, I would be going to convention, sure. But I'm not collecting because I'm not working. I stopped collecting comics basically. It's not fair for me to. I mean, it was brought to my attention, which I was going to continue collecting comic books, but it was kind of brought to my attention that I mean, even though I was picking up my comics, that I should cut back, but there's nothing to cut back. I want to collect a couple comic books, so I kind of feel like I was kind of forced into not collecting, but it woke me up to the grim reality of, well, I shouldn't really expect people to hold my comics if I'm not going to pick them up for a month. So I decided the heck with it. I wasn't going to do it. I just want to be left alone to do what I had to do, whether it be working or not working, or YouTube not doing. I like to have a choice, and I felt that when it was brought to my attention that I should either cut back or quit, I didn't like being not given a choice. I've been collecting comics since 1987 straight, and there's things that happen in your life where you're working, you're not working, but I found that when I was let go and not having a job by choice, it wasn't my choice, but that people treated me different because I wasn't working, and I didn't expect that, and I kind of felt screwed over, like I was put into a category, like I was a piece of garbage, right? So it didn't matter who my friends are or not, whatever. I felt that the moment that happened, people looked at me like a second class citizen, like not even a contributor to society. I felt so effed up. And I expected better from people. Um, and I've done things for people, but I don't expect anything in return. But I felt all right. I didn't expect people to like something stupid like that, like collecting comic books, that somebody would make a big deal about my collecting and kind of be pushing me out the door. And I kind of felt like that. And when I felt offended like that and like being forced to make a decision, I'm like, well, I'm out then. Because I didn't want to stop collecting comic books. And I wanted a common courtesy of like, all right, if I only get Spider-Man a month, just give me a break when I can come in a month and pick up my stuff or whatever. But I didn't like the pressure of like, you come and get your books, 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 come and get. I was like, I don't need that shit. I don't need that shit. And I'm not bashing anybody. It's just that. So I was faced with the reality of too. I thought too, yeah, it is wrong for me to have people hold my comics like everybody else if I'm not working because I'm not going to be able to come in every week to get it. So I kind of felt that the guy was maybe right, maybe came off that wrong, but I didn't want to be forced to. Like I felt like I was a kid in school, and it's like, well, where's your homework? Like I'm an adult, you know what I'm saying, and I don't want to be feel like a child where I have anybody to answer to. Like I'm my own boss, I'm my own charge of my own destiny. So when I was put into a position where I felt like I had to make excuses like Peter Parker, like why didn't you show up to deal with Bugle because he was Spider-Man, I was kind of like I didn't want to deal with that at all. And that day I got all my comics that they held, but then I'm like, you know what, I'm done. After that conversation and it kept going sour, 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 I'm like, no, I'm done. And I did not want to. believe me when I tell you. But I understand from a business standpoint, but then when it was brought to my attention that, oh, I could be hurting a company by letting them hold my books, I'm like, well, that's what you do. You hold people's comics. And you have people that you hold comics like for way longer than me. So I felt close with the company. I felt close with the people. And I felt like I was not treated the right way. And I'm not trying to bash anybody, but I just I don't know if there was circumstances to why people treated me like that. Maybe they rent was raised, maybe they had bills, maybe they weren't too well. I don't know, and I'm not mentioning any names, but I just said I'm done. Okay, you don't have to worry about me anymore. I'm not gonna destroy your company by not getting your books. I'm gonna stop collecting. So, it's I didn't really only unknown I talked to about it. And Sharon, I didn't really talk to anybody about it. I didn't make an announcement on YouTube. I didn't do like any of that stuff. But I kind of felt really screwed over. And I ultimately could have made the decision. I made the decision, but it's not a decision I wanted to make. But because of society, I guess, of me not working, it's not right for me to ask anyone to hold my books because I'm not a working citizen to, be able to afford comic books. But yet I can afford fucking thousands of dollars worth of video games. But okay, sure. So ultimately, it's a lose-lose, I guess, because when I did want to buy books, I'm not buying them. So that income is lost for the whole entire year's worth of store, which could be in the thousands, honestly, because I got every variant cover there is just about, and I probably spent well over $1,000 a year. So in the long run, I guess it was a loss. Because now, and I said, once I stop collecting, I'm not going to go crazy trying to find the issues I missed to get back. It's just I'm going to be done, and I could, like, when I go back to work, decide, oh, okay, I'm going to find my books again. But I'm the type of person, like I was telling Unknown, like even if I had the money, I would buy like when I was working, the first appearance of Doc Ock, I would spend like $1,000, $2,000. I wanted to buy that for the kids, or like first appearances of whatever. Like I never, like, comics is you guys don't see it on here because I don't know why I don't really talk about it on my YouTube channel, but I'm surrounded by comics. I have like 38 comic book boxes in the closet. This is my desk that Anthony made, right? And it was supposed to be set up field where like computer monitors all around, but of course I don't have money for that, but I have a broken monitor here, but this is supposed to be my epicenter. I use the word, I use the word fast. This is supposed to be my epicenter where I have all my things at my disposal for my podcast. So I have my laptop here, I would have something here, I would have something here. So I'm surrounded by Spider-Man. I got this. I think I got this in Five Below, I think. Maybe. There's this thing. I got Spider-Man glass. Spider-Man is just a massive, massive part of my life. Spider-Man is as big as Doctor Who is, comic book wise. I mean, everywhere I turn, I have Spider-Man. I have my Spider-Man hat. I have Spider-Man everywhere. Okay, so there's Spider-Man just about everywhere in this thing. I got comics. I have my old fanny pack. This is what I was talking about in the pictures. I was bringing it up. This is what I wore in some of those pictures at Spider-Man. Full front on Marvel. Spider-Man was everything to me. So I have the Spider-Man figures. I have, I bought this just because of Spider-Man, not because I have any grandkids, but this is like a kid Spider-Man title thing, It's all me because I'm a Spider-Man nut. I have to have Spider-Man everything. So I have a Spider-Man towel, like right here. There's like Spider-Man mugs. I got Spider-Man mugs that hold my sonic screwdrivers and my pens. There's comics right here. Like I have the look at that, right? This is my comics that Anthony brought to get Tom McFarlane to sign, and I got it graded 9.8. Right? How great is that, huh? Um, Also, I was as a kid, or not as a kid, whatever, growing up, I guess I was in the Spider-Man comic letters page for McFarlane. Um, so Spider-Man is we're having, I guess we're getting stuff revealed here that people probably didn't know, but Spider-Man and Doctor Who, like equal importance, you know. And then there's also the aspect of horror that I don't really talk about either. I don't know why. But oh, and here's Spider-Man's Electro right here. Look at that. But my favorite icon for horror is Jason Voorhees, and I have like the how cool is that, right? I had a Friday 13th snow globe, but it broke unfortunately. But Jason is big as Spider-Man and Doctor Who. And I even had podcast the Horrorcast that I haven't done in a long time. So, but there's a lot of aspects of my life that some people know and some people don't. Comic books, horror, Doctor Who, my books are everything. Like many aspects of my life that, like Perfect Wish, that's my book. I love putting the Freedom Tower on there. That was like a big thing to me. So yeah, there's so many, and of the B movie stuff, I've always been a fan of the Puppet Master guys. I have them all, you know, and I even want to, when I was working, contribute to the new movie. But then there was the thing where when you paid for it, I think I was doing the Everything Show. I was talking to Scott about it, and on air that they wanted, like when you're paying for it, they wanted you didn't get a role in Puppet Master Nazi, and I'm like, oh no, I'm against Nazis. I don't want to play a Nazi in my first role where the puppets killed me. I would rather just be killed as like the puppets kill me, but not as a Nazi because I'm against Nazis. I decided against that, obviously. So there you go. But gaming is a huge part of my life lately since the pandemic. It's been magnified. My goals were set. That was like a main thing. There was also stuff going on with Doctor Who where there was a lot of infighting going on, and I just got disgusted. And I said, I'm going to put my attention to 100% gaming that time. While everybody was fighting me and fighting this and fighting that, I just kind of walked away, built up myself in gaming, and I'm back with Doctor Who still. Like, I never really left, but, it's just, now it's a weird mixture. My channel is Doctor Who and gaming. Gaming. That was another thing. Talking about gaming. I put my PS4 on. See, I like to use both PS4 and PS5 because you could use it as a storage facility. So you could put all the PS4 on PS4, obviously, PS5, right? So I have like 400 and something games plus on each one. But when I put the PS4 on, even with memory that Anthony bought me, the PS5, I still have problems. Because I actually just about almost used up the terabytes, which is unheard of. But the type of gaming I am, and Unknown knows like how many thousands and thousands of platinums. I'm the one that would use up a terabytes, 3 terabytes, whatever. I'm basically using it up. So my system's always like malfunctioning with PS5, but PS4 keeps crashing, So I put it on after it crashed the last time, and I got this thing: update, balls, bombs, update, balls, bombs, update, balls, bombs. So when I first saw that, I'm like upset because immediately I'm like, oh no, they updated it. Why did they update it? Why? Now it lost its old, like, because when it came out, it was a mistake. They made a mistake porting the game to PS4, and it became a super hard, ultra rare plot, and only 1 or 2 people did it. But now the moment that, and I people were trying to get me to stop playing it because I could never do it, right? When I saw the update, I'm like, I kind of felt upset and glad at the same time. So immediately I played it, and I'm like, yep, they changed it, got the platinum like that. And then I'm like, all right, it's time to do all of them. So then I just second balls bomb, third balls bomb. I'm sending messages to Unknown. I'm like, they patched balls bombs, got 1 platinum, 2 platinum, 3 platinum, 4 platinums in the can. And then after they were done, I'm like, this is like my face. I was like disappointed, miserable. I mean, I just got 4 platinums, but I was miserable because I was like, eh. But I gotta look at it as it was a mistake anyway. The game was never supposed to exist like that. They screwed up and they fixed the mistake. So I can't be upset. Oh my God, there was a game I couldn't beat, But I kind of was like, kind of done after that. I mean, I played Pac-Man a little bit here and there too, but I was done. So usually I like to round off the games. Like, I don't like to have a game where it's like 6,659. It has to be. Usually I like to have it 6,660, and then if I'm gonna break, I'm gonna break. But sometimes that's happened where I'm either too tired and I sleep. I don't give a crap what the number is. But I usually like an even number. But after the Bulls bombs thing, I didn't give a crap. I stopped playing. I was like, all right. Today I'm in a weird podcast mood. So I don't know how that's going to be with the gaming. And then tomorrow's Sharon's birthday, so we'll see. But yeah, there's stuff I have to play that I didn't platinum yet. And I got a couple of notebooks of different lists. Yeah, tomorrow's the day. Just wish I had a lot more to give. Like, not working, it sucks, but I have to make everything up, I guess. But it's terrible. But yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen today, gaming wise. I really want the Pac-Man game done, and I've been working on it. We'll see. I'm trying to work on 6-2 Pac-Man, and I'm trying to do that over and over and over and over and over between 6-2, and I'm trying not to jump around because I'm trying to memorize the patterns of the ghost monsters and the levels so I can get it pro done. But it's narrowing down. But that donation from Tonat 1601, that 75 donation, that helped for all the games that I needed. I just need more donations. So if you want to donate with a PlayStation card, go ahead. Or if you want to donate to the channel, knock yourself out. But anyway, Deadpool and Wolverine, excellent movie. It gave me everything I wanted as a fan, and I don't have anything against it at all. The only thing I didn't like was the anchor being. I don't like that bullshit. And also, like, Scott knows me, like, and we'll probably talk about this on the Everything Show. But there's no way that the Logan universe is the same universe as Deadpool, because the Logan universe takes place 2029 and Deadpool takes place in 2024. And I know he had time travel, but they made bold statements in 2029 that they stopped having mutants being born in 2014 or some shit like that, and that's not true at all in the Deadpool universe. So the fact that he hasn't, that Wolverine exists in Deadpool's universe, but hasn't died yet, and it hasn't come to the pass of the Logan thing with Professor X killing everybody. First of all, as a comic book fan, I've never been one for them having to end my heroes. Never wanted to see my heroes die. Never want to hear an ending for an ending. That guy James Marigold did Logan, and I did not agree with it at all, because we already established that Days of Future Past, everything was reset, and in 2025, I believe, Professor X was alive and healthy, and everybody was alive and healthy, and Logan was teaching in the school. So how everything could go to shit in a couple of years from perfect future to now the worst future was horribly explained and horribly written by James Marigold. And it's stupid that something's wrong with his healing factor. He wouldn't want to get it checked out to fix it. Like, what was already presented that he had a problem with the healing factor in the last movie, and that got fixed. So, like, why you would just continue to exist without improving your health and just falling apart made no sense to me. And the fact that none of the X-Men could see that Professor X would kill them all because of dementia, like Jean Grey, nobody. Like, that's just bullshit. So I didn't agree with the movie, even though I liked it. I liked it. I didn't love it, Logan. But they did that so that way they could build up on his daughter, the clone, X-23. But they didn't build. That's the point. You killed him off so you could build her up, but then you never gave her movies. So you didn't do anything with it, so it's a waste. But what I didn't understand is everybody's all upset about James Marigold, whatever his friggin' name is, being upset with Wolverine coming back. And why would you give a shit what a writer or a director thinks? Even though he's done great fucking movies, why would you give a fuck? Like, why would you hold the character's life in the hands of the fucking writer that killed them? Like, why would you even ask for approval from that asshole? I'm sorry, no offense, but like, this is the guy that fucking did the last Indiana Jones too. So like, why the fuck would I give a fuck about what James Marigold thinks about Wolverine coming back? Or even, I don't even know like why they were getting busy with that. Why would Hugh Jackman be concerned, or why would Kevin Feige be concerned with the guy that wrote Logan, that killed off Logan? And then the fact that they're talking to this asshole like, well, hey, it's an alternate universe Wolverine, so your movie's still intact. Who gives a fuck if his movie's still intact? He killed Wolverine. Who fucking cares? I don't want it intact. Sorry. You own the fucking characters. You're there to make money off the characters. We don't need no finality bullshit. Like, that's it. Who gives a fuck? So, just why they're always concerned. Like to me, I see him as the character killer. Because, he ends Indiana Jones, he ends Wolverine. How many more characters are you gonna end? I don't want you doing anything for my guys, bro. You could go do regular movies, but I don't want you ending any. What is that? What is that thunder? I had some type of shaking or something. So I'm not. God bless him with his achievements, but I wouldn't even need his permission to end Wolverine if I was writing for Wolverine or Deadpool Wolverine movie. Like, that's ridiculous. And the fact that they just didn't really, like, Logan is the anchor being, but it didn't fucking happen yet because it happened in 2029 and it's 2024. Like, that makes no fucking sense. So like, they fucked up on. I'm sorry, they completely fucked that up because Logan universe is not the same as Deadpool universe. Completely. that's complete bullshit, and they did one of their mislabelings. Like, that's just fucked up. And I would just chalk it up to the guy lied. That's not like it's just bullshit. It's bullshit. It was a bullshit thing, and that's one thing I don't agree with Deadpool Wolverine is that Logan universe is tied in with Deadpool's universe. That's stupid. That's just too simplistic. Let's just throw it together to make it make sense. It doesn't make sense because you're not thinking about the story compared to what's going on in Deadpool's universe now. It doesn't add up, and it doesn't connect, and there's no way it could go to shit like that. So, don't agree. But anyway, yeah, I love the movie, and now it's like you go from having a great, awesome, perfect movie to a shit movie like Captain America. And Captain America movies have always been like they've been good. Now you're gonna have the worst one because it's just the script is terrible, absolutely fucking terrible. The story's terrible. They didn't show anything in the trailer because there's nothing to show because they cut the movie to fucking pieces and then they bring in new characters because the movie didn't fit. So now it's a movie that's not going to make any sense when it's looked together. It's going to look like all weird. So we're coming from like Infinity War and Endgame and all this build up to that, to where we have no build up now, right? So how am I supposed to get excited about Avengers Doomsday when there's no movies that are leading up to Avengers Doomsday? Like, you're not gonna have shit in Captain America about that. You're not gonna have shit in Thunderbolts about that. You're not gonna have shit in War Machine Armor Wars movie about that. The only thing that you're gonna build up Doctor Doom possibly is Fantastic Four, and you may not even have that. So it's just like there's no build up. It's just movie, Avengers and Avengers. That's it. So you're doing it half-ass. You're not building the phase up. You're just throwing it at us. And while I thought, okay, I didn't expect Robert Downey Jr. to play Doctor Doom. I'm kind of mixed about the whole situation. I mean, I think he could pull it off, but I don't know where they're going with it. Is he Tony Stark as Doctor Doom, or is he? Because technically, he should be scarred and burnt. And if you take the mask off, you will not recognize him as Tony Stark because he is burnt. Like, he is scarred. He should be Victor Von Doom. Robert Downey Jr. should play Victor Von Doom, and they shouldn't get busy with, oh, let's have Spider-Man fight him because he looks like Tony Stark. No. He shouldn't. His face is supposed to be scarred. And like, that's why he wears them. He wears the mask because he looks like a monster. That's why. His face is horribly scarred. I think people they're showing pictures of him as Robert Downey Jr. without the mask. He's not supposed to be, he wouldn't be wearing a mask if his face wasn't fucking scarred. That's not why he wore a mask. So, like, he wore a mask because he's, like, horrible to look at. You know? So, they're all, like, nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about. They're all getting it wrong. And they're like, I can't wait to fight Spider-Man and fight him. Why? He shouldn't be Tony Stark. It should just be an actor playing, like, a different character. And you shouldn't get busy with that. And technically, you should have just Iron Man come back in Avengers. What's going on? I'm hearing explosion. Is that thunder? Let me see. Oh, it's gonna rain. Is it gonna rain today? Doesn't look like it. I hear rumblings and explosions. I don't know. It's probably going to be him, Robert Downey Jr., playing Iron Man in Avengers Secret War to defeat Doctor Doom, but that's going to be stupid too. I don't know. I mean, I feel bad for Jonathan Majors, but I do, but I don't, because, you know, he did what he did, got guilty of, you know, with the woman, and now he lost his whole goddamn career. I don't know how he's existing, honestly, without roles. I mean, is he doing any movies? No. But I loved him as Kang, so I don't know. It just seems to me like they rushed this shit together, hodgepodge in the MCU, and then all this stuff that they're gonna have is gonna be after Avengers, right? Like you got a Thor movie, okay, and a Black Panther movie, okay, and it's all after. So what is the next phase? The mutants? I guess he is fine because, yeah, he's got millions of dollars and I don't, right? I'm struggling to find out how to pay shit, and he doesn't have to struggle, I guess. So why am I worried about him, right? So how you been, Scott? You free today? Or you going to work? I'm trying this live stream thing lately because okay, this thing is saying like trying to see how this works out, this live stream business rather than the podcast. And see if it works out better. I don't know if it will. Experimenting, but so Unknown. You said there was a visual novel. I saw that video about it, down and stuff like that. I'm not going to be getting any games until maybe next week. So we'll see. I think I won't be getting any games until Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, maybe. But if something comes along, like somebody donates a PlayStation card, I would definitely be buying up games. And I have a whole bunch of I have no idea what that Jason Universe thing is. I don't know what that whole thing on Twitter they were talking about. That's like the plan for Friday 13th. I have no idea what's going on with that. God, that deli thing is a problem, huh? Or said recalls and shit. You see the Olympics thing? My God. I don't usually give my opinion on stuff like that, but I am totally against what happened in the Olympics where that guy is like a woman now and fighting the woman, beat the shit out of her, and she's like, she gave up in 45 seconds because he was gonna fucking destroy her fucking face. And all those years of fucking training for the Olympics, and she's got to fight a guy that's so fucked up. I gotta say, the Olympics is so fucked up. Like that whole opening ceremony, that was fucking ridiculous. I don't. I get like everybody be the way they want to be, but you totally disrespected God and everything with that opening thing. That's kind of fucked up. I don't like that at all. And that whole bullshit. There should not be men fighting women in the Olympics. That is so ridiculous. Like she should sue them for millions of dollars, and they should pay her millions of dollars. And hats off to Jake Paul, by the way. And in case you didn't know, I am a fan of Jake and Logan Paul, doing the right thing and offering her money to compete and fight under his label. Absolutely, absolutely, she should do that. And he's a goddamn fucking saint for doing that. He's fucking amazing human being, Jake Paul. Fucking be nice like that. He didn't have to do that, and he fucking did. And even Logan spoke out about it. So hats off to both Paul brothers for fucking doing the right thing. So I think Jake is fucking. I love Logan and Jake, and I think Jake, that was a beautiful, beautiful gesture. And I don't really talk about them on my YouTube channel. I just like being a fan from afar, but I always love their stuff and their content, and I do think that Jake's an excellent boxer, by the way. So I'm a fan of him, and I'm a fan of Logan too. And I think Logan's an amazing wrestler also. So yeah, I don't like that she got screwed and robbed. That's so fucked up. Like, we need justice. They need to fucking fuck that bullshit. That reasoning they had and that fucking excuse they had, and shut the fuck up. Bullshit. Corporate fucking statement. The guy's fighting again today, isn't he? Another woman? You gotta be kidding me. Who's watching that shit? I'm not watching that. So all you gotta do is that opening fucking ceremony. Look, I'm all about everybody being equal and everybody, living and existing, whatever. But don't disrespect my religion. Like, don't disrespect God and do that fucking horrible thing. Like, to show your fucking sexual orientation, gender, whatever the hell it is. That's kind of fucked up. I'm sorry. And you know what? You're just ruining your whole cause. And now the thing with the man being a woman, that ruins the whole transgender stuff too. Like, you shouldn't. I'm sorry, but if it's a choice on your part, whether you want to be a male or a woman, it shouldn't be forced upon anybody else for their lives to be affected and destroyed by it. So in other words, if the guy wants to be a woman, God bless you. But now he shouldn't be able to compete, period, as a woman because he was a man or he has whatever, right? And now you screwed over others who have been training for the Olympics for years. You screw them over because of your choice. It should be your choice, love, for your personal shit. And you should not be able to compete. Sorry. Then have an event with transgender people competing. But no, should not be. It should not be. It has to be. You should not be allowed to compete. He'll destroy every fucking woman he competes against because he's a man. Never fucking lose. And that's like the other guy, like the swimmer guy too, beating everybody. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's not fair at all. That needs to be banned. Sorry. You could be whatever you want to be. If you want to transition, God bless you, but it should not, your choice, your personal preference, should not hinder or hurt anyone. So if you're going to make that choice to be from a man to a woman, you should not be able to compete in a woman's thing. Because now your choice is not a personal thing anymore. Now it's affecting others. So now you're going to destroy people's careers because you're built as a man and you're competing as a woman. You're going to defeat every single woman there is. Because while everybody's equal, men and women are not, like, strength-wise and stuff, not equal like that. Like, men are stronger than women. Everybody knows that. But it's like they're built differently. You can't compete against each other like that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The Olympics should do better. Take a goddamn stand and stop with the fucking worry about a politically correct fucking answer. Do the fucking correct answer. Ban him, or her, or it from competing, and that's it. Completely. If you're more important for you to compete, then that's it. It should be a choice. You want to be a man, you want to be a woman, God bless you, but you cannot, your decision is a personal thing for your personal life, and it should not have impact on anybody else or destroy anybody else's careers or affect anybody else. You're allowed to be what you want to be, and God bless you, and it's a personal thing. And I don't have to like it or dislike it. And God bless you, you're happy, but that decision should not, you should not take advantage of that decision and then try to take over something. Like, if he just decided to be a woman so that way he could win over awards, that's fucked up. If that was the case. Just like the same thing like the guy that was a woman, became a woman, be a swimmer, he's beating everybody. If you decided you sucked as a fucking man to compete with men and you decided to become a woman because you won awards, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. So no, banned. Women can only compete with women, men compete with men, and no in between stuff. And I'm sorry, I don't like that whole term, the transgender thing. I don't like it. It's that there is only two genders as far as I'm concerned, and you either choose one or the other. You're not in between. You're not. I never accepted that. Never agreed with it, but I try to respect it as much as as long as it doesn't affect like others. But that's just craziness. And that would be a thing for Topical Wonders podcast. But anyway, um, with Jake Paul, I can't wait for him to fight Mike Tyson. That I'm excited about. I'm a fan of Mike Tyson. I hope Mike Tyson they could do a punch out again. I know they don't want to, do that, but that's when punch out really got popular, when it was Mike Tyson's punch out. I mean, I played it before it was popular in the arcades, but punch out became popular with Mike Tyson, and then they try to take him off and have it now. Give him a sequel. Say, hey, Mike, to promote the fight, we wanted Nintendo. We want to do a Mike Tyson's punch out too, or even a Jake Paul punch out. You should do, really. I think maybe to combine Jake Paul, Mike Tyson's punch out. I think they should really cross promote that. I think there needs to be some tie-ins with that fight, and I think Nintendo needs to get in that. Honestly, bring Punch Out back to its glory. Honestly, because they haven't had a sequel Punch Out in a long time, and that was like one of my favorite arcades to play in back in the day. Punch Out, So, unknown. I have a question. So, did the rules change? You could play Nintendo now on streams? Because if that's the case, and I could play my Switch on streams, I'll be playing Punch Out on there without getting taken down from like Nintendo. I think they did. I think you gotta look into that for me. I think they did change because there was something on Google about Nintendo changed their mind or something. I think we gotta look into that, because if that's the case, I'll start playing Switch on streams. Besides, there's no competition with Switch, but just playing Punch Out and Mario and all that stuff. It's always been a fan of Nintendo too. So there was also another game, unknown, that came out. And does anybody know how to work Stars Redeem as a PlayStation? I deleted the app. How many times? And it doesn't work. I could be buying games right now if I got it to work. I call PlayStation. Nobody's friggin' answering. Can't get a live person. The app sucks. It doesn't work. I cannot download the points. And I tried to do it on the computer. Can't do it on the computer. So, someone tell me, Sony, how the hell I can get my points redeemed if your PlayStation Stars is fixed, because your phone support don't work and your app doesn't work. And you got this ringing around, trying to redeem points. Trying to do this, and I can't do it. And I go to hit the button, and it just gets all weird, and it stays on that screen, and I cannot redeem any of the points. And look at this. I have 25.82, right? If you go to rewards, you need 25.82, all right? So I can get technically I have 25.82, so I can get, a $5 card. So that's what I do, right? Let me see. This is what I get. This is what I get. It goes around. I can't get it to work. and it never gets off the screen. And I'm logged in. So Sony, fix that please, because I want to get games with my rewards like today. I can't do that, and the phone doesn't work. PlayStation Sports, you can't talk to a live person. It's ridiculous. But anyway, there was new games I saw in the store that I would buy if I could use my points. There was a sumo game from Nostra. You saw that? The sumo game, how many stacks is that? Do you know? Let's see. I would buy that right now if I could. Yeah. Sumo Rumble. See that? Wow. That's great. I would buy Sumo Rumble and I would buy the other anomaly pool that I need. Oh boy, what did they just do? Why is this here? Wait a minute. I own Dragons in Space. Why is this here? It's so weird. Why would they put it in a PlayStation store that to buy it if I own it? I own that game, but I didn't plot it. Maybe I should plot in that today. Dragons in Space is 49 cents. But why are they trying to charge me? It's weird. I own that game. What do you mean I don't own it? I own it. That's what you got to watch out for too. You got to watch out that they try to. You don't buy the game again when you own it already. That's ridiculous. I own that game. Is it because my PS5 is hooked up? And it's on the PS4 maybe? That's ridiculous. Sony should know what games you own. That's ridiculous. So you mean to tell me because that PS5 set up as my primary, you don't know what I bought the PS4? That's ridiculously stupid. That's so stupid. Did somebody tell me on a YouTube video comment to take a shower? Are you fucking serious? Look at this. Are you kidding? Take a shower. What the fuck is wrong with people? Right? Look at that. Nice. Now take a shower. Like, I always take showers. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what it is? It's the old school, oh my god, you have a beard. You didn't shower. Yeah, I could shower without shaving my face there. Oh god, don't say that. That's horrible. God, not only do I get death threats, but I get people trying to tell me to take a shower. I always take a shower. I will not film myself taking a shower. Get out of here. Sick fucking sickos. Jesus. And that's another thing I don't understand with YouTube, right? I have the 2 YouTube apps, right? Why would anybody comment on my YouTube channel, but then block me from seeing the comment? So, do they comment on my YouTube channel? Like, let's just say Matrixlord's a dick, and they comment, and then they block me from seeing it, and then I wouldn't be able to see it, but everybody else would see it? Like, cause that's another thing YouTube would need to fix. That's ridiculous. You shouldn't be able to comment on a person's channel, but block them from seeing what you're putting. That's totally wrong. Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, the guy was like, "Oh, you just deleted my comment." I'm like, "I didn't delete anything. YouTube made me delete it. I didn't delete." The only time I delete comments is when someone says you have bad teeth. Like, that's fucking offensive, right? Or you're ugly, or you're fat. or like I'll delete that. Or they tell me to go fuck myself, I'll delete that because that's offensive. And I'm allowed to delete that if it's offensive, but I'm not going to delete other stuff. That's, so that's not me blocking comments at all. Man, what we got here? So many comments I got to read. I didn't read. Kind of still bummed out about the whole collecting business. I did not want to stop collecting. But what new? What's new? I don't know how it works. Hey, TJ Meat. I guess in time, bro. When I'm able to actively buy games regularly, yeah. But I'm not able to right now, unfortunately, because I'm not working. So, how you doing, TJ Meat? I try to be practical on here, and I say, look, hi, I'm Matrixlord212. I'm unemployed, so I can't buy games to be competing. And because that's true. I mean, I want to compete, but I don't have the budget like I used to. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when I get money, of course, I buy games now and I play. But eventually, I do plan on getting close to you. Not going to be negative in this stream, but in my world, I am competing with you. But that may not be actual because, like I said, if I don't have money to buy games, how's that going to happen? Well, we'll see. Going to be optimistic. I'm not actually TJ Mead. I'm on the brain as Akuma actually because, and I know he's under you. I know you defeated him, but my whole thing for that whole goal at the time was when Akuma was #1, and now he's #2. So yes, you're on the list, but my main objective is like getting to Akuma and beating him, and everything else is just like so. Once he's beaten, of course, yes, but I'm nowhere. I'm like just like Tonat 1601 is above both of us, right? He has 8,400 platinums, and I'll be he looks forward to me battling him when the time comes. He donated to my channel $75. So thank you, bro. Like I love the gaming community, how people have stepped up, and Raining Elbows donated for PSN card, and Tonat 1601 donated it, and he's high, like he's higher than you, TJ Mead, Tonat, and he really he was concerned that my PS5 controllers were broken, and he wanted to buy me a PS5 controller, and he sent me the money for the controller, but he says, look, you can either get a controller, or you can get games if you want, and I wanted games because I want to get caught up. So, I mean, on the charts, I just want to look him up because he's huge. He's the World League, you know? Where is he? Where is he? On the World League. Hold on. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Let me just look at the. Hold on. What just happened? Well, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. And I agree with you with that because I never understood that, that how he's able to be on the American thing. But yeah, Tonat is 15th on True Trophies, has 8,451 platinums, and has donated to my channel to try to boost my spirits. Again, I love you, bro, and everybody. You know, everybody, even if they don't donate, they give me props and they boost me and everything. This gaming community is wonderful. You know what it is? I have games in my backlog too, but I get bored real fast. And I'm just like, maybe I'm like a child and I just want that new game, you know? Even though I have tons of games, you know? Unknown, what do I have? 450 games in PS5 library. PS4 library is 400, right? So I probably have like 950 games to compete with you, technically, right? 900, because they're both 450. No, well, yeah, no, right? 450 and 450 and one. All right, so let's just say 800 plus games, right? I know. So I basically have 800 games to compete with you, but I'm like a baby because I want that new game. All right, bro. Good luck. You're wonderful. But yes, I am in competition with you still. I guess. Hopefully. The legendary TJ Mead, everybody. #1 in America on PlayStation profiles. Wow, we've had celebrities in here, huh? Him, we had Nick AR. My God. It's crazy. I want to talk to Dave too one day. I get him on here. Well, that kind of motivated me, right? I know. That kind of motivated the crap out of me, actually. So maybe I will do a lot of gaming today then, in honor of TJ Mead. Maybe. So what am I at? I'm at 6,659. What will be today, huh? God, I can't stand that Guess the Flag thing, man. I was playing that. I know you told me to play it. Oh, I hate that. He is. He's a good, cool dude. Absolutely. They all are. They're really. It's much different than the Hooving community. The gaming community is wonderful. They're beautiful. I mean, yes, I had some people that threaten me, but still, overall, I think the gaming community is great. So, I do have notebooks of plans, so maybe I'll be motivated. I'll eat something now and then go for the 60th, right? The 6,660, right? Somewhere Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 AAA title is in there somewhere. Will that be 6,700? I don't know. Might be. So that's nice. Thank you, TJ Mead, for popping in. It's good to see you too, JB Trophy Hunter. How are you? Are you on PlayStation profiles? What's your thing? Are you in competition too? I've got even the other people in competition with me too. They've appeared in my streams. It's weird. That's cool though. And I just wish I was working and I had that budget. Remember, that budget was big. God, I miss the days. Nice. Okay. Oh, you. There's so many of those easy games, and you could be 1,000 in no time. honestly. No time. You just got to decide. You gotta. The easiest way for you to move up is you have to have an account for Europe, Asia, and Japan. So that way you could buy all the versions of the games that you beat on those regions, and then you just quadrupled your gaming achievements. Like, let's just say you pick Jumping Fries. You get Jumping Fries, PS4, Jumping Fries, PS5, Jumping Fries, North America region, European region, Asia region, Japan region. If they are available in all of them, you're talking 8 versions of 8 platinums for just the Jumping Fries, right? So if I were you, I would get nope. If I could be like, oh, I'm going to be your Jedi trainer. If I could be like a Yoda to you, I would say, get a notebook, get plans set up to be on every region there is, so you can buy the games, download it to your system, and then play it. And I would start with the jumping games. You write down every single game they've ever done of the jumping games, and every region they're available in. Now they think there's a few of them that have not come out in a certain region. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I think the falafel one is still going to have some come out, right? I would do. You could get 1,000 very easily today. You could, if you wanted to. I would do the jumping games. I would do the dog K, the hippo G, right? And do all the regions. The copper age, the gold age, those the jumping lump jumps, those, right? You can get to 1,000 very fast and very easy if you have enough money too to buy them. By the way, too. But I would get those. I would get the cheap ones. I would get the 99-cent ones. You know, get the games with cross buys. Yeah. How many platinums do you have right now? So now I'm an old Rocky Balboa training you to fight everybody. So yeah. How many do you have? No, I know what. Not you. I'm talking about Trophy Hunter, JB Trophy Hunter. How many platinums do you have? 800. Do you have any games in your backlog? And you have a YouTube channel? Am I subscribed to your YouTube channel? Do you have a YouTube channel? I should have had 7,000 platinums already. I'm slipping. Oh. All right. Let me see. Where's the chat? Chat. Chat. Okay. Let's see. Oh, so you were doing the jumping burrito. Okay. That's interesting. You're playing The Suicide of Rachel Foster. I just bought that too, but I didn't play it yet. Interesting. You have 737. Oh, you're getting all these in August 1st. Look at that. Look at you, man. Are you in America? You are. Oh, you're going to be a threat one day. Okay. Well, let's make you a threat today. Bring on the competition, yo! Where's your copper age? And all those webnetic games, where are they? Oh, I beat the Legend of Arcadia bundle. Akanova, yeah, I did that. Amino Pigs, okay. Sketchbook about our son, I did that too. 7 Days of Rose, okay. Just trying. I'm looking at your game thing to see if there are games that I didn't. Oh, did you get the Cardios 4? Get Cario 4. Did you do those? You have a Friday 13 Platinum? What? Where? Could that still be done? I asked Unknown that. Right, Unknown? Like, isn't it? Don't we have till December? And then the servers go off, right? Oh, it's in its trophy cabinet? Yeah, I don't know anything about trophy cabinet. All right. Oh, I'm jealous, man. Shit! When did you get that? When did you get that? Oh. Why doesn't it say when you got it? When did you get the Friday the 13th? Oh. I'm gonna look at your ultra rares. 16 on, huh? Are you gonna get me to bust out Friday the 13th? Maybe. Oh boy. What have you done? You might have just got me to bust out Friday the 13th game. Just altered my timeline, I think. The Platinum for Batman Arkham City? Wow. That's cool. How the hell did you do the Ghostbuster one? Nice shooting text. That's the only trophy I didn't do. Question about that. All right. So now I need to ask you a question about the Ghostbuster one. Was that trophy hard for you? Easy mode to hardly use the proton pack? Because that's the only thing I need for the platinum. I could bust that Ghostbuster game in right now. Nice shooting text. That's the only. It wasn't bad at all. Wow. Where's my Post-its, damn it? I think I'm gonna go shopping. Well, no, not shopping because I own the games, but I'm just gonna say I'm going shopping. All right, let's see. I think I'm gonna choose a blue Post-it. I'm gonna write down the platinums that I want to get that you got already. The Ghostbuster one. I need to do that. Making a list for myself of AAA title Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters, Friday the 13th, Oh boy, you altered my timeline, I think. Because now I want those. I even own Red Dead Redemption and I haven't played it. That's terrible. But question, unknown, can you still, is the server still work for Friday the 13th? Can you still get the platinum or no? Before I start playing that. You can, but you don't have the time to get it by December. Why? Why do I have not the time? Why don't I have the time? What is the what it's a what? What does that mean? It's a slog? What's a slog? I don't know what that terminology is. Oh. But I don't sleep. But could I choose Jason all the time? Oh, you can't choose Jason. Hmm. Wow. You have some impressive ultra rares here. Impressive. Most impressive. But you are not a Jedi yet. All right, JB Trophy Hunter. Congratulations. This was nice. Okay. What are you playing lately, TJ Me? Let's go back. The boys escape. I still need to do the Japan ones. We did the Sumo Rumble. Primal Survivors. I still gotta buy that. Still gonna buy some no breaks. The Tail Plan. We did that. Are you doing the? Okay, you're doing the Ace of Portals. Dogs and Cause. Right. Okay. All right. Well, JB Trophy Hunter, welcome. And I look forward to competing with you one day. And I look forward to getting up to TJ Meat one day. But now I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to play. And this has been a productive live stream, to say the least. Motivational. And we'll see how my gaming deviates from all this information. Because I kind of want that Ghostbuster thing now. You said it wasn't that hard. I don't know why I'm not having a problem getting it. All right. I will be back. Please, if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. Please like. If you want to leave a donation, go ahead. If you want to donate a PlayStation card, you can reach me on Twitter. You can reach me on PlayStation Network. Send me a message. If not, I'm going to be getting some platinum. That's already. So, oh, excellent Deadpool movie. Friggin' excellent. Gave me everything I wanted. Finally, Deadpool and Wolverine, the comedy element, battling, beating the shit out of each other. I fucking love that. I love the Human Torch. I love Blade. I love Elektra. I love Henry Cavill as Wolverine. I love Little Wolverine. I love Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. I love Full Mutants Wolverine. I love all that. I love Cassandra Nova. I thought she was excellent. Pyro, he's all right, I guess. You got the Sabretooth was great, and you got Toad, and I love everything about the Deadpool movie. The only thing I don't agree with is that Logan universe cannot be the same universe as Deadpool. But other than that, and the anchor being bullshit, I loved it. I thought it was perfect. It gave me everything I wanted. They need to make more movies. And Gambit, yes. And I love Gambit. And they need to make more movies that we want rather than what they want. And you need a Scarlet Witch and Vision and movie. I want Scarlet Witch and Spider-Man. If you had to have him with somebody, I want her in there. I want a buddy thing with that. I want Spider-Man. I'm worried about the Spider-Man movie, by the way. I don't know if it's going to be good because I'm hearing a lot of weird shit going on in there. So I'm hoping that they don't screw up the Spider-Man movie. I'm kind of worried about the Doctor Doom thing because I'm feeling it's rushed. Fantastic Four, I'm heavily looking into. Want to see that. But I'm not looking forward to Captain America. I'm not looking forward to Thunderbolts. I'm not looking forward to the Armor Wars. I am looking forward to Agatha. I am looking forward to Vision Quest. So, yeah. As far as Star Wars goes, Acolyte just fucking killed everything for me. That is a weird, complicated thing, and that screwed up the whole Star Wars thing for me. I don't know. I could go back into that. I'll try, but and Doctor Who I love Doctor Who, so that's good. So yeah, pretty much. I think this was a good stream. Got to talk about comic books, movies, gaming. Accomplished a lot, and hopefully this will be a productive gaming day. There you go. All right. Thank you guys. Again, you want to reach out to me on DMs, Twitter, or PlayStation Network, or through Unknown. Unknown's my gaming advisor. So thank you guys so much. Good to talk to you all. Take care. Bye for now.